everyone.
Hey.
I'm Jessica with that hashtag show, and I'm here today with Mandela Van Peebles to talk about season two of Reginald the Vampire. Congratulations on season two, first off.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course, of course. Now, starting off, just tell me a little bit about what's new for Maurice this season.
Quite a bit is new. Um, Leaving off, we left off season one with quite some drama and conflict.
Mhm.
So it's exciting to kind of pick that up in season two and see where we are. It's a little bit of a time cut, but yeah, things have definitely changed for Maurice. Um, for the better, I'd assume, and for Reginald, for all of us. I think we're in a good place for a bit. I can't give away too much, but yeah,
That's fair. It can't be good all the time.
exactly. Where's the fun in that?
Now you have a lot of new responsibilities because you're sort of transitioning into taking over as deacon of the council. How is Maurice taking to that responsibility?
So I feel like Maurice is kind of having a conflict within himself, um, going from like a lone wolf outsider of the vampire community to now being one of the people in charge of the community. So that shift is something he's kind of working through, digesting, and seeing how he can be the deacon but still be true to himself. Yeah.
Definitely. And of course, things are getting a little more intense because not only are you dealing with the vampires and the other council members and all that kind of stuff, we also have angels coming in and sort of mixing things up, creating a new conflict. How are you dealing with that?
Yeah, yeah, indeed. Definitely a lot of new stuff going on compared to last season. And I think it's fun. I think it keeps it spicy. Um, what's what's enjoyable about being in this universe is it's not just a Twilight where it's only vampires, or you have werewolves, but we have other stuff going on in our mythology that kind of keeps it interesting, and new characters coming into season two that we haven't seen before, and some returning that we kind of get to see more of and understand their story more. But yeah, I would say the arrival of angels is definitely a big one. Um, and it keeps things interesting.
Absolutely. Now, do you have any favorite new supernatural entities or new characters from this season you were talking a little bit about?
Um, I'm really excited to see how Claire's abilities evolve and develop, and we get to see more of her backstory in season two, and grow that world a little bit more, which I find exciting. Kind of tapping into characters we already are familiar with, but seeing why they're in the peripheral and watching them step into more center frame. I think that's awesome. I think having having I have you know good memories of working with Abraham, and we have some newcomers coming, but Abraham is a fun one, and we get to see him again, which is great. Um, but yeah, we kind of have a bit of choose your fighter thing going, where we have some new characters that are, I don't want to say everything because
I
most of
get
them
it.
are
I get
up right now, but yeah, it should be fun. It should be fun. I'm definitely excited, and I hope everybody is excited for season two.
Who is, to give us a little bit of a tease, who's a new character that you really enjoyed having scenes with that we can look forward to?
Oh man. So there's a character, and he's kind of like my nemesis in a way. He's the leader of the angels, and I'm the leader of the vampires, and we kind of butt heads. And he's like super strong. So um, that's kind of crazy to be up against him. But it's uh it's 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 cool. It keeps you on your toes, definitely. Not You don't really know where the story's going to go, and I think how the scenes and the characters evolve throughout season two are gonna kind of bring that same energy of growth and like development, kind of crescendoing towards that climax of season two's finale. So Yeah.
Nice. What do you think is the biggest difference from season one going into season two? We've talked about a few things. There's the expansion of the supernatural world and all these new characters. What do you think is the most significant change?
I think the most significant change is the power struggle. You know, season one was definitely more um, our ragtag bunch, me, you know, Reginald, Angela, and we're going up against the system, you know, the vampiric council and the deacon and all that. And now I feel that in season two, the dynamic has shifted where we, you know, me, Reginald, all of us, we kind of represent the new age of vampires. And we are now fighting to survive against these angels who kind of deem us unworthy. And we're basically trying to figure out and to show them like, no, we're not the vampires of old. We have basically changed and we're trying to do this better. And I think that's kind of cool to see that conflict can be, you know, not only conflict can be resolved in a way that's not always violent, but it's also fun because we're kind of flipping it on its head and saying, funny enough, we're good vampires, which is kind of an oxymoron, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. The writing is great. The dialogue is just it's really being a part of that world is really enjoyable.
No, I think one of the fun things while you were talking about the dialogue is that we started this running gag from the beginning, the very beginning, the pilot episode, of the song lyrics being worked into everybody's banter. Do you have a favorite song lyric you got to work in this season, or one that you would like to be able to work in at some point?
So my character, he's old. He's a vampire, so he's been around for a minute. And we did get to see Maurice play around with the song game a little bit in season one. I try to leave that to the kids, though. I think that's a kind of something that Maurice kind of observes and like, okay, that's cute, but I have bigger stuff to to focus on. I don't recall adding any new playlists on my songs, but yeah.
I get it. All right, last one for you. 10 seconds or less. Why should everybody check out season two?
Man, everybody should check out Reginald the Vampire season two because the story we're telling is not a story that's been heard before. You know, you hear vampires and you think, oh, I know this story, but we flip it all on its head and we bring it with comedy, we bring it with drama, and it's kind of everything wrapped up in one. I think we kind of make a dramedy kind of fun and a horror-y, yeah, all of it in one. It's a Skittles bag. A
There you go. What better endorsement could you have than that? A little bit of everything.
little bit of everything.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.